site of an abandoned Sears, but unfortunately, as you're gonna see, we're not really gonna get too much of a look at it because, well, this is what happened when I arrived at the site of the abandoned Sears. Cool view of the mountains, but you can see the building's gone and there's a lake in the foundation, so I guess we've got to be salty about it in Salt Lake. But I did see a few other abandoned buildings around here, so we're gonna check them out. I know it's kind of dangerous for me to be walking behind that truck like that. This city is the geologic history that's right here, like the mountains and a park that I discovered that has hot springs that is right on historic coastline. And how big are these streets? Crank SLC, huh? Speaking of that, I think as much as enthusiasts we love to rag on Vekoma SLCs, I've got to say I think it would be hilarious if Lagoon would be to get a Vekoma SLC and make some kind of pun about Salt Lake City SLC. You know? I can't help but think that would be funny. So here's that building that says Crank SLC on it. That will never not be funny to me, the idea of SLC meaning something other than a Vekoma SLC, and those things suck. Here's a look at what was the Sears and the lake that's in there. What's that green thing? But yeah, over there was what was once a Sears. And here are some other abandoned buildings. I saw one more abandoned building that might be of interest. It's sad that the Sears isn't there, because like when I put Sears into my GPS, I guess that's just something that sometimes happens as an urban explorer, where you'll put something that used to be somewhere into your GPS and it turns out that what you wanted to see is gone. That I saw that was noteworthy here in downtown Salt Lake City. But here's that other building. And there's one right next to where my car is parked. Like, when I saw the area here, even though the Sears was gone, I was like, there's enough to warrant doing a video. Enough abandoned stuff, you know, that it warrants a video. I don't think there are any business hours for this place. Like, look, you can see that that was being covered up. Obviously, I don't have any idea what this place was. Like, look at all the pigeons, though. Whoa! Pretty dramatic view of the mountains, too. And then that's gonna do it for our look at that building. So we're gonna go back across the street, and there's a cop there, so we're going to make sure we cross legally. And we made it. And here we go. What is that fucking cop honking because we're using the crosswalks like we're allowed to? Deal with it. That's what I have to say to that pig. There's that Ace Automotive place over there, and here there's this Retrospect Water and Light building. Here we can yeah, there's a look inside. And hey, what do you know? That actually was a Sorry We Missed You sticker from the post office that was on there, so I can say I attempted a delivery. Nope, no way to see inside there. Super cool view of the mountains. And then this place You can dine right next to an abandoned building. Oh, and this Purgatory place also appears to be abandoned with this sign. So, let's take a look. I'm assuming the update is it's still abandoned, because that sign wouldn't still be there. We've got some art of the front of the building. And then here is where the Sears was. And I will say this building here that you still have some walls of, it was demolished before the Sears, because, well, looking at Google Maps, the Sears was still standing and this thing wasn't. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for this live here in Salt Lake City, looking at a few abandoned buildings and a disappointing arrival at the abandoned Sears.